Welcome back to another Bag Talk session where we get real intimate with that spiritual bag within. I am your host, Tara Chantel, and today, y'all, we about to learn so much from my girl, Carly. She's a real estate agent, a DIY princess, investor, and the most important thing is a woman of God right here, Carly.
Yes.
This is home team right here. Home. Thank you so much for joining Bag Talk session.
Thank you, Tara. I'm so humbled to be here. I'm humbled to be on this show. And I'm excited to talk about the bag.
Yes! God bless you, Queen. God bless you. How you feeling during all of this chaos right now?
Corona is crazy. Quarantine is crazy. This is ghetto. I don't like it here. First of all. But it's been good. It's been a lot of time to reflect, as I told you, to figure out purpose, to really come up with a game plan for the next year, 5 years, 10 years. So it's just been very enlightening.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's powerful how you've been reflecting.
Yes.
So what have you been reflecting on, and what have this experience taught you?
Yeah, so for me, I've just been spending a lot of time in the Word. As y'all probably know if you watch my Instagram stories, I'm constantly just like drowning myself in God's Word and just really trying to figure out what I'm doing next, you know? And just take it day by day, you know?
Yeah, taking it day by day. That's all we can do is focus on today in this moment.
It is.
Because that can like stress us out.
It is.
Just worrying about what's next.
Yeah, and it's no point in worrying about it. So you just got to get up and just take it day by day. So for me, what's been helping me, I don't know what's been helping you, but during these days at home, it's a lot. I've been doing a lot of workouts. Well, as I can. Let me not lie.
We be trying.
I've been trying to do a lot of workouts. I've been trying to eat really clean and just like keep a consistent habits. Good habits, because habits are what form, you know, success. So, so staying in that good habit, because once we go back to normal living, you got to jump right back into it. So.
And it will happen. It will, having that trusting factor. And how you say, you're still trying to figure this thing out, this life out. How do you get to the place of being confident in yourself, of knowing that you don't have all the answers?
That's good. For me, I think you really just have to talk to God and just really have to figure out, like, okay, where do I go next? Like, I may not have all the answers, right? So, Lord, where do you want me to move next? So for me, in this time, I've been doing a lot of reflection, a lot of spending time in the Word. Okay, God, what's your plan? So as y'all know, I watched all her other Bag Talk sessions, and I really liked with a pigtail. Well, anyways, on one of your other topics, it's just like really trying to figure out what our will is, what God wants you to do, what's your purpose. So I've been trying to figure out a lot, like, okay, what's my game plan? What do I do next? Because I don't have all the answers. So it's like, submit, lay your life down, and just figure out what to do.
Submit.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
And just laying it out and trusting that everything is going to work out.
It will.
It will. And trusting that. And I love what you stand for. You have such a helpful and giving spirit, from cooking for the fam to just building and investing as well. How did you develop your God-serving spirit?
So for me, it's just, I'm really big on hospitality. I guess that's just one of my God-given gifts. So for me, a home, I'm trying to not keep myself in this box of I'm just an agent. A home means so much more to me. And I've just been trying to dive into that, like hospitality, taking care of people, you know. When you come into my house, we're going to always have some food.
Oh, wow.
You know, and just diving into my spiritual gifts and tapping into that. So
your spiritual gifts, what are they? Because I see you're gifted, you're talented, and it's truly inspiring.
Right.
What are they?
So humbling. I mean, no. For me, I would just say I'm a creative, right? I'm a real estate agent, but I'm also a creative. And, you know, even when it comes to having a given spirit, I'm in an industry where I have to constantly serve my clients, right? Yeah. So it's just really understanding, like, okay, I'm a servant. I'm God's servant. So I'm going to constantly pour myself into other people. pour myself into other people and give in ways that I wouldn't, you wouldn't necessarily think before. So if that's for the fam, just cooking for everybody, because one thing I love to do, if it's for clients, being that helping hand and just going out and being able to run by the house and do this or set up inspections and do that. So it's just really trying to figure out, okay, who I am in Christ, right? I'm a servant, and just letting that overflow and pour out into people. So
wow, that's beautiful how you just give it your all to everything, from your clients to your family to just doing DIY projects as well, girl. And how you say you're creative, how did you tap into your creative spark doing your DIY projects?
I don't know. I feel like I've always, at heart, I feel like I'm an artist. I feel like I am a creative in a way, right? Real estate is so businessy, so boring. I don't want to make I don't want to put myself in that box of just like a real estate investor, right? I also want to bring some spunk into the game. I want to bring some flavor, some style. Like I want to do a lot of projects where I'm creating more and just and how I found that, I don't know. I feel like I've always been like that. I'm really into art naturally. I love to draw, I love to paint, I love to do anything that takes something in its older state and transforms it into something new.
Wow.
And I've really had to understand, like, that's what I like. So, it's just been a lot of fun.
It's so dope how you can create something into nothing with little to no budget. Like, what advice do you have to people who don't have a budget and is trying to make something?
Right. So, for me, I've just used what I have and anything that's free. So anything that you can get your hands on. If you have somebody that's giving away free wood, free paint, free this, free that, free tools, for just grab it and just get to work. So for me, a lot of the projects that I use, and a lot of the projects that I do, if you guys have checked out my YouTube channel, I use a lot of the same stuff because I buy stuff in bulk and then I just do a lot of projects with a little. So if you do have a little budget, that's something you want to think about. Let's buy this big can of paint, and what all can we paint in this house? What all can we create? And once you start small, you'll start accumulating stuff, and then you'll turn around and be like, wow.
And it's just crazy how you taught yourself all this stuff from just like painting. I don't know, you have to sand it too. Like, you know it all to the levels.
Yeah.
How did you begin this whole experience?
I don't know. I've just always been really hands-on. Like I said, I'm a real estate agent, yes, but I'm also creative. I love using my hands. I love to work with things, projects. So I've always been the person like, oh, we got a new bed, I'll put it together. Like, like in my own house. Oh, we got this and this and that, I'll do it. Like,
do you read the instructions or do you just go right in?
It depends on what it is. Because some things are easy. I can just like look at it and know like, oh, I can do this and this and that with that. But think about it. I want to be a real estate investor. So I have to have an eye for, this is a blank canvas. What can we do to make this space beautiful? This is a bare kitchen down to its bones, to its roots. What floor do we put it in? What cabinets could we put in to match it? How do we put in backsplash to really pull this space together? Yes. So it's really using small projects like this to get me prepared for the next level. That's what God does, right? He uses you. He uses you in whatever season that you're in to like, okay, this is where you're at now, but this is going to teach you, this is where we're going. So, yes.
And just getting prepared.
You got to tap into it. That's why I said lay your life down, give it to God, and let him make up the plan. Because once you do that, he takes those spiritual gifts and those talents and he molds them. And then he sends you off where he wants you to go.
Yes, and what really stuck out to me, how you said you're not putting yourself in a box.
Yeah.
You're not limiting God.
Exactly.
Because you know you can take things to a whole nother level with God.
He can take things to a whole
nother level. Oh, yeah.
I'm just going with him.
Yes. And trusting that. And I know how people know that real estate is a hustle. You have to drive a lot. You have to negotiate. It's a lot of levels to it. People might just see the end result of closing a house, but they don't see the true hustle it takes for real estate.
Wow, they don't see it.
What inspired you to choose faith over fear in this market?
Wow, that's a great question. Realizing that this is what I know it doesn't sound terrible, but this is all I want to do, right? Like, this is all I want to do. This is what God has placed on my heart to do. Yeah. So it's like, if he's with me, then who can stand against me? Like, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like he's given us, I don't know, I can't remember what verse it was, but the Lord gives us not a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of self-control. Like he's given you this spirit to be encouraged, and then go out and reach after your purpose. So it's just walk with him, realize this is the gift you gave me. I'm going to just do what it is.
Surrender.
And surrender it. Yes, for sure, like you said.
Surrender, knowing this is the gift and trusting.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That is, what does self-control mean to you?
So for me, I've been, like last year, 2019 was a turning point, like a shift in my career, because I dedicated the whole year to self-discipline. So for me, it's like you have to have discipline, you have to have self-control to get to the places that you want to go, right? New levels, new devils.
Yes.
Okay, so it's like, how am I supposed to run a business with so many XYZ employees, but I can't even wake up in time and get to the gym, or I can't even put this kind of food in my body, I keep eating bad, or I can't even make it to this meeting in time. And you know, you have to be self-controlled, right? God gives you a little and then he gives you a lot. So use this season, figure out. So that's what I used. 2019 was like my prep season, to kind of just take the time. Flowing on in 2020 because of Corona going.
right. We got some extra time to get right.
He's still prepared us.
Yes.
But yeah, just taking the time and just getting ready for the next season. Getting self-control, getting control of your schedule, of your habits, and getting on that millionaire mindset.
The millionaire mindset. I love that you said God will bless you with a little, and then he will bless you with a lot. But God has to be able to trust you with the small amount right now. If you can't even be trusted with $10, why do you think you're about to get 10,000?
You can't even take care of your hoopty. He ain't gonna give you no beans.
Yes,
Come on.
And have that grateful spirit and have that grateful heart of just being grateful for what you got right now.
Yes.
How did you get to that place of just appreciating what you do have and not taking it for granted?
I have a lot of people in my life who will humble me.
Yeah.
Family, a lot of people close to me who's like, yo, like, be grateful for little. Humble yourself. Like, you may have made this fat commission check today, but tomorrow you're going to be thinking you unemployed. Like, humble yourself. Come back down. So that's really been good, having people in your life to really bring you back down to ground zero. Like, yo, be grateful with little, and trust God with little. So
that's incredible.
The power of a good circle, the power of the people around you, the power of, having loyal people that's going to build you up, and keep you grounded. It's real easy to get out here in Atlanta and think you this, and that.
And it is. And it's rare to have good quality people around you.
Yeah.
How did you develop your tight circle?
For me, I've always been a person that keeps to myself, and I'm working on that. So what I've learned in 2020 is that I need to, what God is revealing to me is like, I need to expand my circle. I need to expand my network. I need to talk to more people. And I need to get to my millions with a team, with more people.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, having good people, a small amount of good people is great, but I'm actually working to actually gain, just move further, faster with a good support system.
It is. I feel like we can win together.
You really can.
It's better to collaborate. Like, just doing this together is just amazing.
It is.
And how you said, developing your millionaire mindset.
Right.
What are some things you're doing to work towards this?
So I do a lot of reading.
Yes.
I support myself, again, back to being around the right people. Like, if you want to be a millionaire, you have to surround yourself by millionaires. If you want to be this and that, you have to surround yourself with those people, because those people will push you forward. So if you just keep pouring into yourself, get more knowledgeable, more knowledgeable on your craft and your talent, really dive into that, then you're putting yourself in that millionaire mindset. So it's like, take time to invest in yourself, and you're not always going to see fruit right away, right? You're not always going to like, oh, I'm going to read a book for 3 months and then boom, like, no. You got to chill. Like, it's development. It's all about self-discipline, development, and then growing inside, and then going out into the world. And Show them
what you got.
Yep.
Everything that you've been working towards.
Yeah, for real.
And I love how you said it's about development and it's also about growth. Yeah. But not being able to sometimes see your fruits of your labor right when it happens.
Yeah.
How did you stay motivated to keep pushing for clients in real estate when you're not seeing your results?
Right, because real estate is one of those things where it's like, shoot, I don't have any clients, like I don't have any closings. Yeah. Like, where's my money gonna come from? Like, it's not one of those things like, oh, every 2 weeks I get a check. No, baby. Like, if you're not out here working, you ain't gonna get no money. Wow. So it's like, yeah, you really have to keep pushing, even if you don't see the closings, even if you don't see the money. Like, okay, keep working harder. What can I improve on? What can I keep doing? And you just really, 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 really have to cry. And you got to sit down and work through that. And it gets easier, right? This is my third, I can't believe it, my third year in real estate.
Congratulations.
This August. Thank you.
Not giving up out here.
Right. We are not. Look, Lord placed this on my heart, so we're going to have to do this. But yeah, it's just taking the time to really be like, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do this. Yeah. And I'm going to learn. And I'm going to get right. You know, I'm going to fix. I may have failed. I may not have made a closing this month, but I'm going to still pick myself back up, and I'm going to keep pushing forward.
Yeah. Yes. And having that as a mindset.
That's a whole mindset.
To get up and like, okay, I'm going to keep pushing forward regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
And you spoke about comparison, how that can really like steal your joy away.
Yes.
And I know you see on social media with real estate agents, you know, can be closing on a house. How do you get motivated by that versus comparing yourself?
Yeah, that's hard. Knowing that we all have different gifts and we're all going to bring something different to the game. There are so many thousands of other real estate agents in Georgia. There are so many more. But it's like, what do I bring to the table, right? You got to just look forward, not look at anybody else. Congratulate them, you know, don't look down upon them, you know, lift them up, but know that, okay, God placed this on my heart to do X, Y, and Z. So it's like, can't worry about any competition, can't worry about this and that, because I have something that I'm going to bring to the table that nobody else can bring. Right? I have this heart of service that somebody else may not have. I have experience with first-time home buyers, and I have experience with investors that another agent may not have. So I like flipping, I like da-da-da. So it's really, you just got to find your own niche. Find what you're good at, and then, okay, let's do that.
Yeah, so how do we find our own niche?
It really just comes with practice. I mean, honestly, with me, I've always been, like I said, interested in investing, interested in DIYs, working with my hands, turning something old that's not so pretty and transforming it into something new. I would just really take the time to just focus in on yourself and take some seasons to be like, okay, what do I like? What gifts have God blessed me with? You know, how can I develop them and shoot them forward?
Wow, that's real. Taking time for yourself in seasons to figure out what you like is I think that is truly key.
Yeah,
you can find a lot of answers. You can.
Yeah, for sure.
So what wisdom do you have for us when we're purchasing a property?
So much, y'all. Number one, call me.
Call me.
Number one. But I'm so passionate. I'm so passionate about teaching people how to purchase homes. I'm passionate about teaching our generation, our people, young people, how to purchase homes. I purchased my house at 22 years old.
Wow,
and
it's so motivating. It's so motivating.
You can too, y'all. You really can too.
Because you didn't have a lot down, did you?
I got money back at closing.
Wow.
I didn't have to pay anything at closing. So some tips I would say to people who are purchasing a home, this is your first house. First, I would say, obviously connect with your local real estate agent, right? And then 2, do your research on the back end. Once you're getting pre-approved, you're going through a pre-approval process with your lender. So you need a real estate agent and you need a lender. Trust these 2 people with your lives.
A lender.
A lender.
What is
right?
a lender?
So a lender, what they do is basically they take all your documents, they get your tax returns, they get W-2s, pay stubs, run your credit, right? And they provide you with the home mortgage. Right? And so that they'll give you a letter, cute little letter, all you're pre-approved for XYZ. You give that to your real estate agent. Then you go out and then you shop for a home with this letter, right?
Okay.
With this approval amount. So I'm stressing, or I hope, my advice to you guys is that you do your homework and know what kind of programs, down payment assistance, and whatever is available to you when you purchase your house. If you can get any kind of first-time home buyer grants, do that. That's what I used to purchase, and I didn't pay any money at closing. I got a commission check because I was my own agent.
Wow.
And
You was your own agent? What?
Yes.
That is dope.
I was my own agent, so I got paid to buy my house.
Oh.
And then so take advantage of whatever's free, whatever government assistance, take advantage of all that stuff. And that's the main reason. That's how I bought my house for so cheap. And save money, y'all. Save money. Stop trying to impress these folks.
Yeah.
Stop trying to impress these folks. Save your money. Get you a nice little chunk of coin before you buy, because if you watch my latest video, you will see that things happen. So just save, get ready for the home buying process. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride. Make sure you have the funds, and then just jump into it. Just try. Don't not try. Contact somebody. Reach out. The worst thing you could do is sit at home and think like, what if I applied and I don't think I will, and kick yourself in the butt. Just get out and do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
And I love how you said saving is so important for us. How do you money management?
Oh my goodness. So I'm really big too on financial literacy and like helping people, young people, our people understand that you need to manage your money. Stop trying to impress these folks.
Flex, right?
Stop trying to flex on the ground and get your butt at work.
Yes.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to hear this.
We do.
You need to hear this. Go to work. Don't call out today.
Hey.
But saving money is so important. And I think my biggest tip when it comes to saving money is cutting down on expenses. If you can cut your expenses in half, get that roommate. I don't care what nobody say. That girl you trying to impress, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Get your roommate. Stop trying to impress people, because impressing people will keep you broke. Impressing people will keep you broke. Let's be honest now. Just do what you need to do. Get a roommate, cut your expenses, and just go about it that way.
What really stuck out to me is stop trying to impress people, because we live in a society in social media where we're trying to flex on the gram, sis. I need to flex on the gram because I gotta look better than.
Because I gotta show shorty that I
got it like that.
Boy.
So how do we get into a comfortable position with ourselves to not impressed, to realize, okay, I'm on a budget right now because I see the bigger picture in my life? How did you get there?
Yeah.
How did you get there?
It's knowing that, I'm here right now, but I'm here for this season. This is not, I got so much more. Y'all, we so young. People don't get it. We are so much, we have so much more life to live. We are in our 20s.
Girl, and we ahead of the game still.
We are in our 20s, exactly. So it's like, take the time to really think about, okay, this is where I want to get 10, 20, 30, this is a long time from now. I'm not trying to press y'all today, because today is going to be gone like this. It's going to be gone like this. And then you're going to look back and think like, no, I should have did this, and that. No, baby. Just don't worry about nobody else. Think about where you're headed and just focus on that. Don't look at nobody else. Don't look at nobody. I don't care if she just bought a Gucci purse.
Yeah.
I don't care if they brought this, and that. I can't afford it. Stick to your budget. You are not them. God has blessed different people with different things. Don't worry about what they got. He needs to trust you with what he's giving you.
Yes. Yeah, I needed that advice. Really just trusting and seeing the bigger picture on my life. Hey, we might be here for a season,
It's just a season.
but trust me, seeing that bigger picture is so necessary.
It's
so necessary, and that was just truly inspiring. Thank you, sis. Needed it. Right. Please tell us a story how God has blessed you with what you prayed for. Because sometimes we see oh, God's not hearing me.
Yes.
I would love to hear
That's
a
such
true
a good story, because I think a lot of my testimony is based off of times that I've looked back in my life and I'm like, dang, that was him. That was nothing else but the blood of Jesus.
Yeah.
Let me not get too preachy on that.
not doing, sis, please.
That was nothing but that was him. So for me, a recent experience, oh my goodness, there's so many. From the time I bought my car all cash to how I bought my house.
Cash. That's a whole flex, sis. That's a whole flex.
So recently, yes, I bought my car all cash. And then even the story of how I bought my house. Even to the story, I had a client call me this morning that we had a rocky transaction. Things didn't go well, but she got her house. She got her down payment assistance. And she called me and she just was like, Carly, you were so right. Like, this house is everything I needed. So it's just like, oh my goodness, when you are walking in his will, like things are going to happen, like it's all in his time. So, okay, so one way God blessed me for what I prayed for. So my car all cash. So I purchased, let me let y'all know, I don't believe in car loans. That's just a personal conviction. I don't do car loans.
Yeah.
The one time I tried to do a car loan, I was in college. And I purchased, it was a cheap car. It was like $7,000-$8,000. It was a Prius. And a year later, it broke down on me.
A year
later, she broke down.
So she broke down?
I just bought her. And she broke. And it was worth $800. The battery was shot. Transmission shot. The whole car was
said it was only worth $800.
The year before, I bought her for about $7,000. So that's me just being hard-headed, rushing ahead of God, and not just doing what I should have done. So I took a lot of time to. Luckily at the time I had a little savings, and I went and bought like a little beater. Because I talked to God, I prayed about it. What do you want me to do? Let's just do that, right?
Yeah.
So then soon after I bought that car, I was paying a car note. For the Prius, for the cute $7,000 car.
You said for the cute?
That one. I was paying for it while driving my little beater.
Really?
Right? So, because it was so many options, I didn't know what to do. I was just like, okay, just think about it. What am I going to do? So I paid that car off, $7,000 down the drain. I paid for it cash, right? Driving my beater. And then I became a real estate agent. Driving my beater. I had listings. I had buyer clients. Driving my beater all around Atlanta, just praying like, oh my gosh, like I need a new car so bad. It got to the point where it's like my car would break down. That's why I say you really don't know behind the scenes. Like Instagram shows you but a glimpse. Like I was literally not knowing if I was going to make it to a listing appointment because my car broke down the other day, and I was unsure if I was going to get there. So like it was so hard. Like, but anyways. Gotta fight through it. Yeah. Driving my beater for about 3 years. Paid the other car off. Boom. That got me to the place where my credit was high enough I could buy a house. You don't know what God's doing in the background. You never know. That's fine. That's great. Keep driving my beater. Boom, boom, boom. But I was trying to save up money. I just went full time as a real estate agent. So I wasn't making any money. Any money I was using, I had to pay for my. It was just a lot. So I kept trusting. About like I planned to have that car for like a year or two. I had the car for like 3.5 years.
The beater?
Yes, and then I ended up purchasing a car all cash. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Wow, but you was just pushing it through.
You have to.
And that's really like trusting God when you're in a hoopty, like, God, just get me to my destination.
Y'all, this car was so ugly. I had people talk about me. I would pull up places, they'd be like, Carly.
But you already knew, and you stayed confident, like, hey, don't worry.
It's sacrifice. And like we was talking about that earlier, like you really have to sacrifice to get to your dreams. Like don't look at nobody else. Don't look at them. They're not on the same journey as you. Like you have to sacrifice. You have to do what you got to do to get to where you're going.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I would never get a car loan again.
Oh right. I'm about to pay for it cash. I ain't gotta worry about a dime.
And that's why I feel like financial literacy is so important for everyone. Like it's no problem if you have car loans. Like I'm not judging. I don't judge anybody. But it's like get to the place where like let's pay that off. Like let's make major money moves.
Let's flex.
Let's make major money moves. Like let's have that same amount that you paid for that car. Let's pay it all off and put the same thing in your savings. Let's invest. Like let's get to the next level. So it's like you gotta sacrifice to get there. You know, you gotta make these small changes. Like yes, I'm gonna try to hoopty to this listing appointment. This house worth $300,000, $400,000.
Yeah.
But they gonna see me in this little 2,000 thing.
Yeah.
And I realized it's not what they saw me drive that got the clients. it's what they heard come out of my mouth. She's smart. She knows about real estate. She's going to sell my house. She's going to help me buy a house. It don't matter what she drives. She's smart. Like, you have to really, really be confident in who you are and, like, really know God's plan. Like, it's going to work out.
It will. And the key word to that was sacrifice. What have you sacrificed all in your journey? Because you spoke about how just driving hoopty, but I know to get to where you're at right now, you're truly inspiring in everything that you touch on. What all have you sacrificed?
That sacrifice is such a big thing for me because I feel like it's just this lifestyle and it's so hard because you have Instagram, like you have social media, you have all these people that look a certain way, and you're like, I just want a wig. Like, I just want to spend $500 on a wig.
I want a lace front.
I want them. But it's like, ooh. But if I 500 times, right? If I save that every month times 4, I have $2,000 in the bank. Ooh. Like, I can make moves with that. Like, you know, it's like you have to be able to sacrifice. For me, some little things that I've had to sacrifice was like that car. I couldn't buy another car. I'm not getting another car loan. Sorry, not doing it. Buying cash. For me, it's my house, right? One reason why I save money so much and why I'm able to invest so young is because I house hack. So I have roommates, and I do not put that on Instagram. I don't put that on social media. I don't tell people a lot of that stuff. But it's like, those are the sacrifices.
You're a landlord too. Rent no.
I live for free.
That is so smart. That's how they do with Airbnb. That's different streams of income right here, sweetheart.
So I wanted a duplex, but I couldn't get one. So I'm like, well, somebody gonna pay me.
Yeah. Wow.
So I live for free, and I don't have a car loan. Run me my money.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You said I live for free.
So that's the trick. Like, that's the trick to saving money. I think that's the key, is keep your expenses low, especially if you don't have kids. Just run it up. Like,
run it up.
You don't have nothing else to do. So that's what's been able to really help me save and, like, get to where I want to go, because I made those sacrifices. And I know a lot of people, like, can't do it, but for me, it's worth it because it's like, it's just a season. I don't be home anyways. I'm always working.
Yeah.
So tap
and you see that, right? You see how you said, you just see the bigger picture of where you're going in this.
I be there about 10 hours a day sleep.
Yes.
So it's like, that sacrifice is so worth it. It's a no-brainer.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And you're also from the hometown Cleveland, sis.
Yes. I am.
Repping Cleveland.
Yes.
What ways are you looking to put on for the city?
That's such a good question. So my dad, he has a mechanic shop.
Yes.
Y'all go visit his shop. My dad's a business owner.
He's a business owner.
Yeah, so
coming from the fam.
Yeah, a lot of what I learned was from him. Miles just an auto. Go.
That's why you're so good with your hands.
Okay. But I really want to go back home, and I really want to buy his shop from him. I want to retire my dad. That's a big goal for me. I really want to retire my dad, and I really want to expand his business. Another thing I want to do is I want to invest in real estate in Cleveland. So if there are any other real estate agents or investors that are watching this, please reach out to me, because I need to network. I need to get some really good connections up there. And I really want to take a lot of my investing work there because it's so cheap. So I'm really looking forward to doing that next, and then taking people with me, building a team, and showing people what I know. But I got to get there first. So,
like, you are getting there. Right. We all getting there. One day at a time. And you are a leader. Just what you represent and your mindset.
Thank you.
How did you get to your leader standpoint in your life?
Taking a lot of time to myself. I'm really introverted, really.
Yeah.
So being able and being confident in, like, who I am and what I was called to do and what I know, and then it's easy for me to come up and be like, let me show y'all too,
Wow. And just sharing the wealth out here.
It's really so important.
You really, how you do your YouTube, and you're sharing knowledge. Yes. You're giving it away.
Free game.
Free.
I really am.
And that's a blessing.
It is. And you know what? I feel bad because it's like, I wish I could respond to every, like, inquiry, and I wish I could But it's like, let me get to where I gotta go, and then I'm gonna pull all.
Yeah.
I promise I'm gonna reach back, but it's like, let me get to a certain place, and I can reach back.
Yeah, right. Gotta put yourself on first, and then it's levels to it. It is.
For sure. But until then, I'm still gonna try to drop as many jewels as I can via YouTube. Give y'all as much information as I can to put y'all on too, because I want to see everybody win at the end of the day.
Yes. Yes. And I love how you are so confident within yourself and within your gifts. You know, because sometimes with social media, it can get us off course, or it can get us discouraged of where we're going.
Yes.
What was the strategy behind that?
Knowing what I was put here to do. Like, I eat, sleep, breathe real estate.
Yeah.
Like, eat, sleep, breathe. And this is the thing. Like, once you know your gift, lean into that. Like, lean into that. Don't try to be like, oh, I want to do this, but I'm going to just go to school. I'm going to finish school, even though God told me to go start this business, right? Don't, I want to do this, but, or I want to go to school, but I'm too scared. Like, even the opposite. Like, once you figure out what you want to do and what you need to do and what God has placed on your heart to do, just go do it. You know, lean into it. Trust Him. Dive into your gift, into your passion. Like, the Lord will provide for you. And He's not going to give you what you want sometimes. He's going to give you what you need.
Oh, you hit it right there.
Okay? So be content in all things. That's one of my favorite verses right now. It's like, be content in all things, whether I'm rich or whether I'm poor, whether I have 20 closings this month or whether I have 0 and I'm in the hole. Like, he knows what's going on. Like, being able to just say, you got it. Like, you got to just be confident in that and lean into your gift and make sure, you know, and know that it's going to work out.
No, it will. It will. It will. It will.
Not
just maybe not on our time.
Right.
You know?
Right. And that's the thing. It's not about us. It's not about our time. It's not about what we want. You know, it's giving glory to the Father. Yeah. So you just gotta do what He called you to do.
Yes. Oh, girl, and how you're so optimistic, so positive, for real. How do you keep this positive mindset, and especially this challenging time that we're in?
I'm human. I am flawed. Like, girl, I have my days. I'm just like everybody else though, because everybody has their days. Like, you can't flex all the time. Like, you have to be humble. So I am humbled and knowing, like, I don't have it all together, but you just really have to, how you feel and what you know are two different things, right? I may feel like this, but I know God got my back. I may feel like I just, you know, I'm mad, or this didn't work out, or I lost a client, but I know that things are going to work together for the glory of His good. So it's just, some of that.
And that's why it's okay to feel it, but then get back gangster real quick. I gotta snap back to it, right? It's okay to feel things. We're human, how you said.
We are all human. We all get down, but it's like, I have the 7-minute rule, right? It's the 7-minute rule where you don't let anything fester in your mind. Don't let anything bother you deeply for more than 7 minutes. After that, pick up and try something else. Do something else. Put your mind on something else. But don't let it bother you too long. Yeah. And if you do, go to the Father immediately, because it's like, He's the only one that can save you.
Yeah, right. That's what you need to vent to.
He's the only one that can save you. So.
Yeah, and the power in letting go.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's powerful. Yeah. Giving your emotions 7 minutes to just, all right, we're going to, you know, and then we're going to move on from there. Yeah. Not going to let that easily control us.
You can't. You have to be. And that goes back to discipline. Like, you can't be of this world. Like, you have to continuous. What is it? Romans something. Renew your mind in the Word and just continue to dwell in His. You have to renew yourself, because it's like, we're not of this world. We are not. I'm not like them. I'm not going to do what they do. I'm not with that. I don't do that. I'm sorry. Like, you just have to know your truth, you know?
Know your truth. What is your truth?
For me? Yes. What's my truth? That's a good question. Because it's so much. That's so multifaceted. Yeah. Like, you know, first it's just serve the Lord, and then my family. behind that, and then just help for others, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And knowing that, and then that controls just how you enter this world.
Yeah.
Girl, but how you hit it on the head.
Yeah.
We are in this world, not of this world. That's why Bag Talk was created. That's what we focus on.
Yes.
Just being in this world, not being focused on chasing the bag, knowing that we are the bag. Yeah.
Yes.
And if you are confident within yourself, if you know your truth,
right,
and if you know your mission, that's what I feel like. You got to get on your mission as well.
Yeah.
And you know the mission that you're headed. You don't know how, and it's so liberating, so inspiring how transparent you are, knowing that I don't have all the answers.
Right.
But all I can do is surrender.
Right. And we're not gonna have all the answers. And I love what you were saying. Like, we're not in this. What we said. We're not in this world. We're of, or we're not of this world. We're in it.
Yeah.
Like, this is the thing. We get so focused on like money, you know, and we get so focused, and that's the thing. Like, you can't chase it. Yeah. You can't chase that bag. That's the trick, and that's what's so crazy. So this is one thing that I've really learned last year. Is like, if I keep chasing and forcing something, it's not gonna come. Yeah. Because I'm putting this thing before God. If I put money, if I'm like hustle hard every day, wake up at 5 a.m. I'm gonna do this, and that. Yeah. You're putting your efforts in what you want, in everything. You know, that doesn't matter. This is my God now. Yeah. I'm not gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and serve Him. I'm not gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and do my devotionals. I'm not gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and spend the time. I'm gonna work out, and I'm gonna drink my smoothie, and I'm gonna do my affirmations, which there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, did you talk to God first?
The first thing you should do.
Did you talk to Him first? Yes. Like, I can't be of this, I can't put my hope in money. Yeah. And that's the thing that's really changed my whole perspective on how I'm attaining my business this year, because it's like, I spent so much of the first parts of me becoming a realtor trying to chase something and say, God, when it didn't work out, why me? Why not? Why didn't you want? But He's like, you listening? Like, you putting this before me. You didn't ask me. You didn't ask me, is this what you want to do? You stepped out before me. So for me, my testimony was like, chill. Like, He had to humble me. Seriously, humble me, bring me back down off my high horse and be like, now look, are you doing this because you want to do this, or are you going to put me in your plan? Because once you put me in your plan, now we can do some things.
Right. Oh.
So it's just submission. Okay. Because He's going to, and it's not like I'm not perfect. Like, it took me a while to realize this. Like, I wish I could say I was one of those people that always put, like, no. Like, I put what I wanted first, and He will quickly teach you. He will humble you. He will take all that away in a heartbeat, and then you have to realize, well, what do I do next?
Yes, right.
What else do I have to turn to?
Yeah.
And this is why this coronavirus epidemic is so crazy, y'all. Get right with God.
Yeah.
Get right with God. Take this moment because you don't have any distractions. He is calling everybody to look up at Him and say, you ready now? Like, it's me and you.
Yeah, and I know this is God, because how we have to be 6 feet away from each other. We have to be at home.
Yes.
By ourselves.
Yes.
Alone.
Yes.
Like, get real.
Drink. You can't go eat. You can't do this. You can't do that.
Yes.
You can't even. You working from home now. Look,
yes.
No commute in the morning. You gonna have to turn to me. He's doing it. Repent. Turn to the Lord. Like, hey.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about this shutdown? Because I feel like this is punishment for everything that we have just done. How we just been treating each other.
Yeah.
Not being kind to one another. Just the planet, everything. What is your view?
Yeah,
they need a rest too. What's your viewpoint on all of this? Right. And not just the virus. I'm talking about the quarantine aspect of it. That's what I'm more so focused on.
I mean, to me, I don't know. I can't get myself too wrapped up or worried about it, you know? And that's like, I hate seeing people. I've been praying so hard for so many people, because it's like, where's your peace at? Where's your
faith? That's what I'm like. Where's your faith?
Where's your faith? Does your faith lie in like what you do, going out every weekend? Is your faith right? Does your happiness lie in those things? Or can you be content in all things? Can you sit down and be content with plenty and with nothing?
Oh.
Because the Lord will humble you. Trust me. We're going to church today.
Yes, please bring it to us.
right?
Please bring it to us, because, hey, church is, even, we can't even go to church. So that's what I'm saying. We was doing dirty from the church house, too.
Yeah, you have to get on your face and just look up at him. Like, yeah.
But you see how people are easily moved, and I keep hearing, oh, I can't wait for this to be over. I can't wait for this to be over. I'm like, you need to enjoy this moment. You can't rush this. It ain't no rushing this.
Yep. Just sit back, be still, and know He's God. Be still and know He's God. So, and I don't know. I just hope that's inspiration for people. Like, I know you probably came here looking for some real estate stuff, but look, look at God.
Yes.
Right? Just be still and know He's Lord. So that's all you can do.
That is.
Can't worry about it too much.
Right, because obviously the government don't know what they're doing. Like, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Only God knows.
Yeah. That's where your faith has to lie. That's where your peace is going to be at. Because if you get stuck up in this world, right, what we said, can't be of this world. Like, we have to be in it.
Yeah.
As servants. So.
Yes. And how we focus on that spiritual bag, within, just being in this world, not of it, not chasing the bag, letting the bag come to us.
Right.
How did you get to tap into your spiritual bag and letting the bag just come to you and recognizing your spiritual gifts all in one? Just spill it for us. I know that's a lot.
We're going to do it. So, just going back to, like, for me, it was just really being humbled and being at a place. Because I was at a time in my life where I just bought my house. And I'm like, this isn't that. I got what I wanted. Like, I'm full-time real estate agent. Got this many clients.
Yeah.
God said, boop, boop. You looking at me now? Do I have your attention now? You lost this client. Do I have your attention now? This closing, we're going to push that back. You got my attention now? You got my attention now? So for me, it was just like, really just breathing and looking like, okay, Lord, like, what do you want me to do? Yeah. So that's what's led me to, again, tapping into my spiritual gifts. Like, do you really want me to be agent? I can't stay in my box. Where do you want me to go? So I just really have to spend a lot of time with myself and realize, what are my next moves? I went to a different brokerage and I became an investor.
Congratulations.
Yes. So I joined the team. I have a mentor. Now my business partner.
Wow.
Look, I'm coming up in this world.
Yes.
Yes, with Glass House exclusive. So we're a team of female flippers in Atlanta, which is really fun. I partnered on my first investment deal. Wow. Come on, God. So it's like, once he grab your attention and be like, you were going the wrong way. You wanted to be an agent. I have so much more. I got so much more for you.
Don't limit yourself.
I have so much more for you. Let's get this rolling. Because I would worry, like, well, how am I going to do it? I don't know. Trust in him. And he will show you, like, okay. Now I look back. And that's why I said, like, looking back over my life is really a testimony, like, that he is here. Like, he's working, because it's like, it's really like, I think of a chess game, right? He's moving the pieces to where he wants you to go, and you may not get it until the end. It's like, oh, you won. Yeah. But he knows, like, this is your father, y'all. He knows you so well. And I look back and I'm like, gosh, you was there. Like, you were moving those pieces. You were shuffling the decks, and you were just putting me where I'm supposed to go. You were pruning me. You planted so many seeds, and you were just growing me. Like, this is what you need to learn here. Like, right? I'm going to send you to the investment world. Partner on your first deal. Start watching these flips. Start watching these rehabs. Get a style. Get a design style. Buy a house. Let's start fixing that up. See what it takes to fix up your own house. Like, it's just all preparation. All preparation. You gotta tap into him, lean into him, and he's just gonna start showing you. And then you're gonna look back and be like, man, he was right. I can't just be a real estate agent. I can't stop there.
But it's so powerful, is like preparation. How God has just been preparing you every step of the way to get to where you're at right now. It's just, God is truly working in your life. I just see the glow, and I just see the elevation. It's so great. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you.
I'm so grateful to be on this journey.
I love you.
I love
Man,
you.
Carly, we go way back, and just to seeing just the growth that we both share.
I'm so proud of you. Y'all, I was telling her, I've seen people come to Atlanta and not make it. You see Atlanta, chew them up and spit them right back out. But you came down here and you did what you needed to do. You went to work. You hit the ground running, and I'm so, so proud of you. I know you have so much more to accomplish.
God got us, sis. You know, God got us, girl.
You're on your way.
I appreciate you. And how we close out every bag talk session is fill in that bag.
Okay.
So it's like fill in the blank. I'm going to start the sentence and you're going to finish it. Okay. Being a real estate agent. Finish. Right? It's
a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster.
Right.
One day you be on top of the world. You think you rich. You got this many clients, this many closings. You got to clear the close. The next day you be like, am I unemployed? Like, do I need to file for unemployment?
Wow.
It's a roller coaster.
How do you stay motivated in the roller coaster?
I got to eat. The table needs food.
Yeah.
You just gotta really understand, like, this is it. Like, there's no other way. We gotta figure this out. So just keep your composure and push through it. So it's a roller coaster, y'all. It's ups and downs. Every day is different. You're learning different things. Laws are changing. You working with the general public, so y'all know people can get a little crazy. It's a roller coaster.
Wow.
It's a roller coaster. But I love it.
Yeah,
I do love it.
It is. And I feel like that's in like all different markets, because especially in the entertainment industry too, like that's a whole nother roller coaster too.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Everything, right? It's like whatever you choose is gonna be ups and downs to it.
Yeah. So just pick what you love, because you're gonna have to deal with it and you're gonna have to work through it.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Push through. You're gonna get through.
Yeah.
Stillness for me is like, explain what is stillness for you?
Nature.
Yeah.
So stillness for me is I love being outside. I love to travel. That's one of the reasons why I want to be an investor, is because I want to just be like, okay, I'm going to Spain now. So and just travel, see the world. I love nature. I love seeing beaches, and stillness for me is like that.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yes.
God is helping me with
Patience.
Yes.
Corona is testing it. She tried it. Rona tried it, okay? I'm like, wait a minute. I was supposed to do this, and that. I'm lining up this. I'm going to do flip this house.
Yeah. Everything
Patience.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Patience. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful.
Yep.
Oh, everything. Like, that was so insightful. Everything that you've been saying. So where can we find you and keep up with you?
Yes. So my Instagram is @ClosedbyCarley. My website is www.ClosedbyCarley.
Yes.
On my Instagram, you can click the link in the bio. You'll see my YouTube channel. Make sure to check that out. And then my other interviews with Struggling 20s, with
That's
Voyage.
a hit. Yes.
Those are some really good places to find me also, y'all.
Yes, and subscribe. Y'all already know what to do. Y'all know what to do.
Yes.
And we need some last words of wisdom with real estate agent and just surviving this epidemic that we're in right now.
So if you're trying to find your purpose during this time, you got a lot of time. Just spend time with God, y'all. Get in the Word and connect with people. Connect with a network. If you're a professional, connect with people who are like-minded. Take this time to reset and get ready for the rest of 2020, because it ain't over yet, y'all.
Oh, we just getting started. We're just getting started. And
yes.
especially, can you just give us some advice of how we can start being a real estate agent, if those who are inspired?
Who are interested?
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would connect with your local brokerage. I don't know where you guys are listening from, but if you're in Atlanta, just contact myself or a local brokerage, and they'll get you plugged in. They'll show you how to get licensed, and they'll help you along the way. So local agent or local brokerage, and yeah, that's how you get started.
And didn't you drop out of school to pursue real estate?
We're going to be here for 30 minutes.
That's inspiring, though. What made
That's the whole
you
story.
That's the whole story. But you just like...
Yeah, I dropped out of school. A lot of people don't. I don't know if a lot of people know that. I dropped out of school because it's like, to me, it didn't make sense. Like, I'm going to school for marketing, but I want to be a real estate agent and I want to be a real estate investor, but both of those don't require a degree. So why am I here?
Let's think smart about this.
I was I was stressing myself out about A's and B's. And I really knew it once I got to, like, my third year.
Yeah.
Like, I was almost done, and I'm like, y'all are prepping me to do resumes, but I don't want to work for anybody. Like, this is something I knew early on. Like, I want to run my own thing. I want to do my own, like, I don't want to work for anybody. I don't want to go out into corporate America when I'm done with school.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and I'm so glad because, like I said, God be working. And when I look back, it's like, I went and got my real estate license, got into a brokerage, and all that has put me where I'm at now. And, like, I feel like I'm on my way to where I want to go. So, yeah.
That is, like, truly inspiring. Like, how you just listen to God is, like, truly a key component. Listening, surrendering, and knowing that you don't have all the answers, just trusting where you're going, man.
Yeah. And it's not easy, like, because I always was one of those people, like, when preachers are like, oh, the Lord spoke to me and he said, like, I'll be waiting, like, God, what's next? Come on. But it's not, you don't hear him in your head. For me, I feel him in my heart.
Yes, that's what I want to know. Like, how do you hear God for you?
It's something that I'm really working on this year. It's like hearing him in my heart, like feeling his Holy Spirit, feeling his presence. Like earlier this year, so I got a confirmation. I was supposed to do an Airbnb. I was going to get an Airbnb up and going. I had the opportunity to take over a vacant apartment and furnish it and put it on the market to get rented, another stream of income. The Lord told me, I don't know, it's like you feel him in your heart. I talked to God about it. I ran the numbers and I'm like, this isn't a good deal. It seemed good at first, but it was very risky. I'm like, this isn't a good deal. Lo and behold, the same month that I would have put it on the market, Rona hit. I would have been SOL.
Wow.
I would have been without money. I would have been in a. So it's like, you don't really necessarily hear him. You just got to feel him. Think about things. Don't just rush into things. Meditate on what you're doing next. And then,
go for it. Go for it. Oh, Carly, this was amazing. And, like, honestly, I have learned so much. Like, God just been speaking through you. I've been speaking in me. And God is, it will.
So many people.
Yes, and I appreciate you so much. I wish you so much.
Thank you for having me here.
I just love you. My sister.
Yes.
Y'all, I hope y'all pick up this bag that was dropped. And y'all stay tuned. Follow my girl. Subscribe. And she's amazing, honestly. Stay tuned for that bag talk. Thank you guys so much.